Hey guys, another episode here from Dr. Joe and Tom here from Plus Fitness and Channel. Now guys, our body has got different things that react differently to either food, lack of sleep, stress and all that. And today we are here to talk about insulin levels. Dr. Joe, insulin levels do affect our body in different ways, and I just want to hear from you what we can do, how can we stop this, and how does it affect us?
This is a subject that we can seriously talk about for quite a few days.
Okay, yeah.
It's a very big subject.
Yeah.
So necessarily for all the people watching, this is a very brief overview,
Yeah.
but I'd encourage you to find out some more, have a chat with your doctor, your trainer, or dare I say even, do a little bit of search online at reputable sites.
Yeah.
Insulin is the hormone produced from the pancreas to get sugar out and glucose out of the bloodstream. Now, when we eat foods, it gets absorbed from our gut into the bloodstream, proteins, fats, and carbohydrates, which are the sugars. If the sugar level goes too high, that literally sends off a message in the brain that says we have to get this sugar out of the bloodstream, and the body produces insulin, releases insulin to do that, and the insulin moves the glucose out of the bloodstream into the body's cells, and there are insulin receptors on each and every cell in the body. What we've seen over the last 30 years with people eating more low-fat foods, which are generally quite high in sugar, is that people eventually can develop what we call insulin resistance. And that's not a shortage of insulin, that's the body effectively becoming resistant to its effects because it's been exposed to so much for so long. And the next step after that can be type 2 diabetes, which is completely different to type 1 diabetes, which is where people don't produce enough insulin. And that's a very, very important distinction. Now, why is the body producing all this insulin? It's doing it because we're putting too much food into our cells that releases too much glucose and too quickly. Classic example is if we eat an apple. Yes, it's got some sugars in it, it comes from the fruit, but we have to chew it, it has got fibre in it, it then gets broken down slowly within the stomach and released over time into the bloodstream. If we drink a glass of apple juice, first of all, it comes from about 4 apples, which we're not likely to simply eat 4 apples one after another. And number 2, it can therefore, a lot of the digestion work almost has been done outside the body to turn it from an apple into apple juice. It gets absorbed more quickly, the body produces more insulin, the way we go. Do that a bit at a time, it's not a problem. But what we've seen over many years is that eventually it does lead to problems. What's the solution to all of this? Essentially, it is about making sure we're not eating too many highly processed, sugary type foods. And in particular, and I know there'll be people out there who won't agree with this, is being very careful of low-fat foods, because they generally take the fat out, they put the sugar in. The less our food is processed, by and large, the better it is. So it's much better to eat corn on the cob than cornflakes. It's better to eat an apple and have a glass of water than have a glass of apple juice. And it goes without say that soft drinks, for example, where you've got about 10 or 12 teaspoons of sugar in a can, probably not the best thing on an everyday basis. If it's your birthday, fine, it's okay. So our insulin system is designed to protect our body from too high sugar, because too much sugar for too long is a problem. But if we flog that system too hard, we're eventually on the road to type 2 diabetes. And the good news in all of this is that it is avoidable.
Good stuff. Now, I've always said this, if you're doing your shopping or you're doing all these things, the less label that is on, the better. Things like your orange, your apple, they don't have labels about. The moment you start doing things that have got labels on, processed, it becomes danger. Until next time, guys, take it easy and have a nice time.